Turkey's parliament has approved a new law giving the government more control over how judges and prosecutors are appointed. The bill was passed after an all-night session. The debate sparked a brawl that left two politicians injured. Critics say the bill was proposed by Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan to impede a corruption investigation. Well, Ilter Turan is a political analyst at Bilgi University and joins us now live from Istanbul. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us on the show. Now, what does this bill actually mean for Turkey's judicial service? How does it actually change things in the country?
Well, it brings two things. It increases the role of government in the appointment and promotion of judges and public prosecutors, and also their actions that should be independently initiated are now to be reported to administrative authorities, which gives the government an opportunity to respond. So it is generally judged to be a blow to the separation of powers that has characterized the Turkish constitutional system.
That being the case, we've seen it be a very controversial legislation. We've seen the opposition in Parliament to it in particular. How do you see this sitting with the rest of the nation?
How do I see? I did not hear the last of your sentence.
I was asking, how do you think the rest of the country will actually accept this legislation that's just been passed? Well, actually, I don't think the action will be met with favor. The opposition will be sure to take it to the Constitutional Court. And recently also, one might remember that the Turkish Prime Minister had promised the European Union to observe the rules of the European Union as regards democratic practices. And so this is bound to generate a negative response among the opposition, both domestically, and will also put Turkey into a difficult position internationally. Now, Mr. Turan, this legislation comes after street protests over a proposed legislation to control the internet in Turkey. Some are now accusing the Erdogan government of becoming too authoritarian after a decade in power. Is this something that you agree with?
I am inclined to think that, yes, the government is a government of highly majoritarian orientation and appears to be of the opinion that those who get the majority should be able to exercise power in an unrestrained fashion, which actually, of course, in terms of liberal democracy is not something that is to be approved, and it is judged to be authoritarian. And the two measures, unrelated as they may seem, are actually designed to bring under control the same phenomenon of corruption charges against the government.
Right. Mr. Turan, thank you very much for your insight. That's Ilter Turan, the political analyst at the Bilgi University in Istanbul.